get this money. I'm sick of being broke, living check to check, just trying to cope, only get by. Got big dreams and high hopes, hit mines by any means. I'm sick of being broke, gotta get this money. I'm sick of being broke, living check to check, just trying to cope, only get by. Got big dreams and high hopes, hit mines by any means. I'm sick of being broke.
What's up, man?
What's good, man? How you doing, man?
I'm feeling fine. You?
Good. I'm great, man. Thanks for having me on the show too.
It's a very great pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Really,
I appreciate that.
I mean, artists like you who represents true underground hip hop in these days is a very special artist to me.
Give thanks.
Generally.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Well, first of all, introduce yourself to our listeners. I'm sure a lot of them heard of you, but introduce yourself personally.
Okay, peace to Pancho, peace to whole Serbia, Belgrade, you know what I mean? It's lifelong. Basically, I've been doing this for over a decade. I first came in the game in 1999. If you all are familiar with an artist called John Robinson, he used to roll with a crew called Science of Life, so that was like my first introduction to the game. And I mean, I pretty much have appeared on a lot of different records, and I was able to release my solo record in 2002. Called Struggle is Paradise, and that was the single that you all played, the incredibly fresh song. After that, I got a deal in France on a label called Aesthetic Music. They released artists like Insight, Mr. Live. They put out an album with me called Longevity, Volume 1.5. That came out in like 06. Yeah, 06, 07.
06, 07. Okay.
And then the current album that I have out right now is called The Waiting Game, which was released on Domination Recordings. And they're about to put out my next record called Crossing the Globe. They're doing a conjunction with another label called Fly Definition. So it's Domination/Fly Definition, and that'll be the next record. And I mean, just been doing it for a minute. I wrote with the crew Stronghold, if you know what's up with Stronghold.
Of course.
Okay.
Breeze Ever Fallen, Immortal Techniques,
Right.
Erase Walls,
Yes.
etc.
Yes, yes.
First of all, tell me your name. That's an acronym for Living in Full Effect.
Woo! That's what's up, man.
And Landing on New Ground.
Yes, yes, yes.
Cool. So tell me what's up with that. Break this down.
Living in Full Effect is basically the state that I'm always in. Back in the days, in like the 80s, there was always different expressions, like in full effect, in the place to be. So I pretty much took the in full effect and just broke it down as just the state of mind that I'm always in. I'm always in full effect. This is always my character, always me. I'm not fake person, always real, so just living in full effect. And the long is just leading on new grounds, because hip-hop is a movement, so I'm trying to basically be a leader in this movement. Not saying that I'm trying to like be a boss and be in charge or something like that, but more like a leader to build for the upcoming people, you know, in hip-hop, trying to make a mark. So it's lifelong, always living in full effect, leading on new grounds, trying to take this hip-hop to another level.
Tell me, how did you come in this hip hop game? How did you establish yourself as an artist?
Basically, just living in New York. New York, you're just absorbed by the culture. You see the art on the walls, just the MCs, the different radio shows that we had back in the days. Like rest in peace to you know, Mr. Magic. Listening to Red Alert. So just being engulfed in that. It just, everybody like kind of does something in hip hop in New York. Not everybody, but a lot of people do stuff in hip when I was coming up, like in the 80s. So I just was into it, started rhyming, and then when I started taking it seriously, like in probably 93, I just started going to a lot of open mics, going to a lot of showcases, building with other artists, and then I started recording on my own.
So you started off as a freestyle battle MC?
Yeah, I guess you would say so. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are your biggest influences at that time?
Organized Confusion, OC, Pete Rock and Seal Smooth. As just a young cat coming up, Run DMC, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz and the Furious Five.
Okay.
Souls of Mischief, Hieroglyphics.
Cool, we get the picture.
Yeah.
Nice. So then you dropped that album. You put out Struggle is Paradise.
Yes. That was in 2002.
Was
Well, 2002, the single that you all played, that came out, and then in 03, that was when the album dropped.
So, what was like having your own album coming up in a New York hip hop scene?
It was just like the name of the album, struggle. It was a struggle, really. But it was still a paradise to actually do music at that time also, because at that time, a lot of people don't really see it, but at that time, the market was kind of crazy. A lot of labels weren't signing a lot of independent artists that were putting out, you know, good music. Because that was like basically in 02, there was a lot of music coming out, but there were a lot of independent labels shutting their doors. So that album actually was put out through KJO Communications, which was an independent label. We just put it out ourselves, you know. So I mean, it was definitely a struggle. I mean, it's a struggle now also, but it's good times, you know. That year, 2002, I was able to tour a little bit too. I went to Cologne, Brussels, Berlin, Belgium, France, and London. So I mean, it was a great time. It was definitely a great time. 2002, 2003, and even so far, I feel up to my career now. I mean, I feel like I'm just so blessed in just being able to do this, you know.
Tell me something about your crew, Stronghold. What's up with that? Why you never came up with an album?
It's kind of it's hard because it's like now first Stronghold started with 5 members, now it's 10 members. They're all solo artists, so it's kind of hard just to get all of us in the same place. You know, everybody's just doing their own thing. You know, we rep the crew, like Stronghold will be forever, just like Wu-Tang is, you know, forever. But it just never happened.
So we will probably never hear something from Stronghold.
You will. You definitely will. We definitely always do spin-off projects. Immortal Technique and Poison Pen are always doing stuff together.
No, I mean in the form of an LP or something like that.
Maybe. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, you know? I don't know when it's going to happen. You know, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm not going to say it won't happen, you know? Because, okay. I mean, we're all still cool with each other. I mean, it's all love. There's no animosity towards any member. It's just we just really, I feel like really haven't really had the time to sit down and really do it. And it's crazy to say because, I mean, I feel like it's needed. If my Stronghold people are hearing this online, you hear the people are asking for it. I'm with it. I want it. I want it. Yourself. I want a Stronghold album, you know?
Cool, cool.
Right.
What about your new crew, Area 51?
Yeah, big up C-Ray's Walls. Big up. I'm not even gonna say C-Ray's Walls or even who the members are because we kind of like on some alien vibe in that one. You know, I'm not even L.I.F.E on that project.
Some space tripping shit.
I got abducted, brought to the studio, and then the Area 51 project was just like left there.
So that album will be a concept.
Straight. I don't even know if it's a concept. Because, like I said, I got abducted, then brought to a studio, and then it was there. These aliens are crazy. Watch your kidneys, people.
So, we'll be hearing something from you in the near future.
Soon. A lot of different projects. I'm also doing a project with Masai Bey, if you're familiar with him. He put out a single on Def Jokes, and he put out his own solo albums, too. Me and him are auxiliary arms. So that's another project. I have allies, which is myself, Ayamas Murad, and a producer from France named Anyway. I'm doing a project with Serbian producer Kiza, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of different stuff. And I'm also doing some collaboration too with the whole, you know, LTD FM crew.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, so that album
my man Suicide will be... also.
Excuse me?
My man Suicide too. I'm going to do some stuff with him as well. Julio. I'm trying to basically just build with everybody. I think a lot of these MCs right now are afraid to work with other people and are not really on their game because hip-hop is about spreading yourself thin. Spreading yourself thin. You just got to keep doing it, pushing out that music.
No, that's true love. Cool. So tell me, you will be putting that album only in Europe or...
It's going to be worldwide. It's going to be worldwide. Just like all my releases, that's how this release will be put out. We don't know if it's going to be on a label, if we'll put it out ourselves, or, you know?
Okay.
And the verses that I leave with with fam, you know, they're gonna make movements with that, you know, and I'm gonna make movements with it too when I get back. You'll definitely hear those joints on some cuts and collabos part 3 and mixtapes that I got coming out.
Cool. So we'll be hearing a few more of your singles and we will get back into the studio. Može, brate? Cool. Slušajte emisiju na mikrofonu. 921 FM.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Peace, man.
You're more than welcome.
Mad on point, man. You mad on point. He's on point. He's on it.
Samo... Gdje je Šoto?
We hear the big.
Yeah.
Gdje?
Banging. Hello?
Hello.
Banging. I mean, it's juice though. Something to quench your thirst. Light stuff.
Funniest me.
Light stuff. Teaser. A teaser for the movie.
Yeah, it sucks, man, but it sucks.
Which one is the best of ill juice I had?
I drink beer, I don't drink juice.
Next is the best.
No, that's the bad juice.
That's the best one?
921 FM, emisija na mikrofonu, u etru smo sa L.I.F.E Steven Drama s moje desne strane. Prego što nastavimo, samo najvernijim slušalcima smo, evo, izneo je L.I.F.E ličnu želju da poklonimo prvi njegov album Sugar's Paradise LP. Prvi lik koji se bude javio ono kao na broj 351, 351 ili 351, 352 dobit će original album od čoveka direktno lično i ako bude izrazio želju siguran sam i da će mu ostaviti autogram. Getting back to our guest, tell me, I want to know how do you see, how do you look at the current state of hip-hop?
I feel it's in a good state right now. I feel it's
really?
I feel it's in a good state because I'm out here seeing people doing it. I'm in France seeing people doing it. I'm hearing that they're killing it in London. In Germany, they're doing hip-hop. So, I mean, it has to be good if we're still doing it, you know? And if it's something that evolved from the 70s that was nothing, I think it's still doing good. I just feel, you know, the masses will always, the masses meaning, like, you know, the radio, the industry will always be on top of the culture. But I think being that we're still doing it and there's so many countries and everyone is basically doing hip-hop, we need to unify together, break away from the radio and start, you know, supporting each other so we can be the ones that are in control of what's being played, you know? We need to start supporting more radio shows like this one, you know? So I feel hip-hop is great. I'm on a dope radio show right now in 2011 where y'all are still playing good classic hip-hop, you know?
You did tons of collabos. Is there any collabo that you wanted to do and you didn't finalize or something like that?
Yeah, there's a few actually.
Really?
There's a few actually. One I would say, I mean, if you're listening to it, brother, holla at your boy. I mean, we talked about it before, but me and Planet Asia.
Planet
I'm definitely
Asia.
trying to do something with Planet Asia.
That
I mean,
would
me
be
and him
something.
talked before. You know what I mean? It didn't work out before, but like I said, if you're listening or whatever, holla at the kid. That's something I definitely want to do.
Tell me, what do you think your mission as an MC is generally?
Just to put out good music and just to keep building and keep expanding this culture.
Are you in the mood for a freestyle?
Of course, always.
Oh, I love to hear
Always.
that. Cool, ljudi dakle slušate.
And a real freestyle off the top. Not no written, I'm not rhyming from a Blackberry, not nothing I wrote, freestyle. I mean, I got writtens too if you want writtens, but I got freestyles too.
No, go off the top.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, lifelong and Big L. Rest in peace to Big L. Rest in peace to Big L, it's the double L, but not LL. But I'm still cool with a J. I spit verses and spray rhymes all day up in Belgrade. Poncho to be precise. My rhymes is sorta nice when I flip it off the tip of the top. Shape, elevate. MCs can't understand the style when I vibrate. Sorta like your cell phone when it's on silent mode. I pass through. Plus big up to Dragon Code and the whole LTD FM. My man Jole, Vlada behind the cam. We spit flows. Pizza to my man Drama. Yo, that's my man. Sounding nice behind the board. Flip flows I scored. Yo, I got styles over beats. Piece to Keezer. MCs can't understand the style. I'm the crowd pleaser. So catch me in academic. Academa tomorrow. I hope I said it right. It's not tomorrow, it's Saturday night, and I'm flipping it right, and I'm sort of flipping it tight like my shoelaces. No, it's sort of felon style, and I flip the verses and show cats it's like wild style. Graffiti all day, it's animated when I rhyme, and MCs that whack, they sort of decay, and I spit flows, kick it sort of like soccer player from back in the days, and I still amaze, and I still blaze like the arsonist first single. MCs that get eaten like some Pringles. I drink them like Hello Juice, the #1 in Serbia. MCs can understand the style, how I murder them. MCs don't understand the flow, how I'm hitting them. Sort of like balls right out the park, the ballpark, swinger, batter. I see my man Dragon Cole with the microphone in front of him in the headphones, and I'm spitting the flow, spinning around like a cyclone, or maybe tops. Watch the style when I rock. MCs can understand I transform like a GoBot. I'm not trying to hog the mic. We trying to get the headphones and the levels right, but we still sounded tight up in the studio. I flow. Big up to everybody that's gonna go to the show out in Poncho. After this, I'ma do a little verse, and I still put up the fist. That's the stronghold. Big up to the 5 fists and plus the 5 borough bound. I spit flows and show cats I'm sort of like a Dillinger. When I spin it around, that's the chamber of a gun or a barrel, and I spit flows for fun, and cats can understand how I be doing it, and I'll be flowing it. It's so fluid, sort of like water. I used to play Street Fighter for 2 quarters, 50 cents back in the days. I got rhymes trying to pay the rent, and I got the flow, and it's all expected. Expect the unexpected, like my crew born reckless. Yo, big up Crook. I spit flows and leave MC shook. Area 51, we taking over in the night. I peep the style, I put my light bright up. MCs don't understand the flow. Yo, I stick up and put it up like my man Dragon. I know you got flows, so come on the microphone and then verbally explode.
So, L.I.F E, tell me something. Do you have like Jerry Springer would say, final thought for our listeners?
Everybody, please come out to the show tomorrow at Academa, right there in Belgrade. Y'all already know. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if y'all can, it's on Saturday, April 2nd. I think doors open around, what, 9:30? 10 o'clock. But to get there at 9:30, because it might be thick outside. You know what I'm saying? You already know. You might want to stash the, the IKEA or something like that and come through. But, and if y'all could cop, or not even cop, just look out for me. You know what I'm saying? I got a Facebook, The Real Life Long on Facebook. That's the fan page. Get in tune with that. Get in tune with DominationRec.com. Crossing the Globe coming out. Waiting Game is already out. Area 51, Auxiliary Arms, Allies. Yo, it's a worldwide takeover.
Cool. Lifelong, it was a very great pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Just keep up with the good work.
Thank you.
And look out for hip hop for us.
Word, I definitely will. I'll definitely be in tune, and I'm gonna let people know. Just hit me with the link, and I'll let people know out. You know what I'm saying? Out in NY, what's going down with y'all on the mic show.
Thanks. Appreciate that very much.
Peace.
Respect, man. Respect and one love. Respect and one love.
Respect to you too. Respect
all
to everybody
day
out here in Belgrade, Serbia.
All day,
Poncho,
homie.
Everybody.
Yeah. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk.
Killer Cali.
Killer Cali, man.
LA to NY up in the building.
Yeah, we're worldwide, man. We're real motherfucking wide.
On the mic show. If Pancevo is in the building, make some noise, y'all. Can I show you where I'm from real quick? Can I show you where I'm from real quick?